Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, it's all yours.
Well, if you ask Karl Anthony Towns, his greatest strength is his versatility. He said, "My dad taught it to me at a young age, and it's made my transition at every step of my career comfortable, having the fundamentals and foundation. I don't limit myself. I try to be great at all skills." Kevin?
Yeah, terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys? Oh, what a group. Well, you look at Culver. There hasn't been many times where he's played like a rookie as he's come in and done whatever's asked of him. That's why he's our number 5.
And at number 5 in the rankings, it wouldn't be out of the question for him to make a run at that top spot here in the last half of the season.
Not at all. His talent is right on par with any of those guys ahead of him right now in the rookie rankings.
And now the Golden State Warriors starters. Green down low with Looney. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. And for Minnesota, James Johnson is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Culver, and there's D'Angelo Russell, and it's Beasley in at the 2 spot. Curry against Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Clock at 6. Now Culver. No good with the wing jumper. Well, whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny that Draymond Green is one of the more unique players in the league.
There really isn't anyone else like Draymond. I mean, who does everything for a team but score. I mean, not only can he play all positions on both ends of the floor, but also to be the emotional leader. Truly a special player.
Johnson outside. Takes the 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. And it's the Warriors' ball. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Yeah, and in that game, it turned into a massive scoring night. It wasn't so much about the game plan as it was establishing early confidence to get that win.
Russell kicks to Culver. And Looney sends it back. And he's able to get it back. Towns wide open. And he's good on the 3 ball.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
Curry against Russell. Outside Curry. Passes it to Thompson. Over Johnson. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Yeah, you got to stay in front of Clay. If you're going under the screen and he recognizes that, you're going to get scored on.
And here's Russell. 14 points from him the last game against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
By his passing, another high point in that game. He made sure it wasn't all about him. He wanted to get his teammates involved.
Yet another player from the 2019 draft class who wasn't a top high school recruit. Jarrett Culver, 3-star guy, thin, unrefined, but in that sophomore year of college, boy, did he surprise some folks.
And he makes the first. And Greg, when you talk about Culver, the one thing he did show in high school and again showed at Texas Tech, the ability to score.
Yeah, and he creates and makes shots against great defenders. Every team in the NBA is looking for that. His jumper, his handle, his ability to move without the ball, already NBA level stuff.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And Culver's game just screams potential. Already a good scorer, rebounder, and passer. Now the next step, improving that outside shot.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Beasley against Curry. Now the feed to Towns. It's stolen by Green. Here's Thompson. 20 points for him last game against San Antonio. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Here's Green, following the score by Jarrett Culver. There's the pass to Looney. Curry deciding where to go with it. Thompson passes to Looney. Green against Johnson. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Here's Culver. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Yeah, and how about another trait for Culver? That elite body control, even through contact, special.
This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
On the free throw, no good. Halfway through the season here, Brent, how do coaching staffs shake things up and keep things fresh over the long 82-game season?
I think coaches who are really smart, Kevin, can be a bit programmable where they're looking ahead at the schedule and saying there are blocks of games here in which we might try to change some of our defensive schemes, maybe over this 10-game stretch or 5-game stretch. Or
to keep things fresh, or
yeah, because you can only do it on the mental side. As much as we talk about guys getting rested and sitting out games for maintenance issues and load management and those kind of things, the tweaks that you can make on the floor in terms of a couple of new sets on offense or defensively, let's make this challenge for the next few months, will grow the foundation of what coaching staffs are capable of doing with that team as they go on.
Warriors trail by 6. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And Curry, here we go. Out to Thompson. Wiggins outside. Shoots over Culver. They get the rebound. Green. And just miss after miss right now.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Golden State's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Their last encounter was in San Francisco.
And they really got after it from a defensive standpoint throughout that entire game. The turnovers they forced really tell the story.
So active defensively, and I love when they did force a turnover, they just flat out attacked. The points they got off turnovers swung the game in their favor.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Towns.
And the past 10 games have been all about his work on the boards. He's been a different guy when it comes to rebounding. He's battling like he hadn't been earlier in the year, and it's great to see that kind of hustle.
Green finds Wiggins. Here's Looney. Some nice passing by Golden State here. 6 on the shot clock. Thompson from long range gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got 7 points. Timberwolves leading by 5. Russell with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside, Towns. Back to Russell. From the arc. The Warriors pull it in. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Curry against Russell. Outside Curry. Wiggins surveying the floor. Shot clock at 6. And Thompson launches it from deep.
And the three-pointers just not falling for them early.
Have the space there, but it's offline. Now, here's Culver. He's covered by Thompson. Culver dishes to Towns, makes it off the glass. He's got 5.
And from day one, Towns has been one of the NBA's top post players. A versatile, well-rounded game on the low block. It doesn't hurt that he can step outside and knock down the jumper either.
Here's Looney after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Curry. Doesn't get it to drop for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Just cannot get anything to go. If there's going to be a way to get out of this hole, I don't think he'll be the one to do it.
And Brent, while he's mostly a 3 and D type player, Malik Beasley is improving in other areas as well.
Yeah, it's interesting noticing the passing and how that has improved. It's a nice wrinkle to Malik Beasley's game, who really coming into the league was all about force, getting the ball, straight line drives, attacking the defense, rising up, trying to dunk on guys. His ability to slow down and see the floor is going to help enhance what he can do offensively.
Free throw, good, Beasley. So both teams making some changes here. And both free throws good for Beasley. When it comes to hustle, effort, who would you put on the floor to get those 50-50 balls that are just so important, and sometimes, you know, with the winner-loss and the balance?
And I watch Kawhi Leonard, and even though he's a superstar player, there's still some efficiency in his action to go and get that ball.
He just never stops.
He never stops. And so, yeah, he might not get dirty, but he doesn't have to because he outsmarts everybody else to get to it. And we have scrappy guys like Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly, who we've talked about as being nuisances on the court. But, you know, those guys are invaluable to any coaching staff. And when they have those kind of plays, it just gets everybody going and brings a level of energy back to the game.
It does energize it. You're exactly right.
And a terrific job on both ends of that sequence. Very slick steal and great transition offense.
Pass to Towns. 11 feet away. That one goes in. Towns has got 7.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Warriors trail by 9. Poke loose. He lobs it up. Chris can't hit.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up in a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Here's Layman. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Beasley kicks to Hernan Gomez. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Golden State's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. That one goes. Count it.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Here's Chris following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Passes to Bowman. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Beasley, the pass to Hernan Gomez. Back to Beasley. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. We'll take a look at the Warriors. Here in the middle of the regular season, they've been able to get the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Timberwolves, 7 games back.
And, well, for the Warriors, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
They still had enough players take positive steps forward to call this season a success. Maybe they're not at the top of the standings where they'd hope they'd be, but they're in really good position in terms of the playoff picture.
And Minnesota has possession after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Back to Layman. Poked away. Here's Hernan Gomez. Great tee that time from Green. Warriors trail by 8. Here's Bowman, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Minnesota making a switch here. Okogie's checked in. The Warriors making a switch here. Good on both. Timberwolves leading by 6. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Here's Layman. He's covered by Thompson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. We've got 1:08 left here in the first quarter. Pass to Poole. Here's Pascal. The shot misses. Towns with the defensive effort. Now the pass to Okogie. Back to Layman. Latre. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter. Tries from 10. Minnesota with the rebound. Hernan Gomez has got his 5th rebound in this one. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Timberwolves have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Bowman. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Minnesota Timberwolves. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. All the great Golden State Warriors scorers, Draymond Green spoke about feeding the hot hand.
I think there are times where one of the guys needs to take more shots, and sometimes where we can be a little bit too unselfish. You know, if one guy thinks, hey, man, I'm taking too many shots, let me get someone else involved. But if you got it going, we all want you to shoot.
Yeah, why not? Green knows that, Greg, if you're in the zone, keep firing.
And with his unselfishness and vision, Green more often than not is the one setting the table.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Timberwolves to be in. What do you think, guys?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. They've got Klay Thompson. And it's Pascal in at the center, locking down the middle. Pass to Spellman. And there it is for him. Spellman's got the lead up to 14 now for the Timberwolves.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Warriors shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, D'Angelo Russell was traded from the Lakers and, in his words, was kicked on the way out. So he's become an all-star in Brooklyn. Russell said, it's a heck of an accomplishment. That respect from your peers, your coaches, other teams, it's a great feeling. And Kevin, given how it started for him in L.A., many remain shocked by Russell's rapid ascent.
Coming into his own, you're right, David. Thank you. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable three-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game.
So it's the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. To the left wing, 6 to shoot, out to Thompson. From 10 feet out, and again, no good by Golden State.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In player development, Brent, what are some of the primary things that can be taught?
I think in today's game, what a lot of PD coaches are looking at, Kevin, is just decision making, playing out of the pick and roll and coming off into a spot where you're making the correct reads. It's much like, and you cover a lot of football, where you can talk to quarterbacks about their checkdowns.
Yes.
I think you can teach guys how it is that when they come off a screen, what's going to be available to them, and paint pictures for them so that when they're on the floor, they become second nature in terms of their decision making. That can be huge. And then the second thing is always player development, working on confidence in shooting the basketball. You just want guys to feel like whatever shot they're taking, they've got a great chance of making it.
Looney's checked in for Golden State. Stephen Curry comes in for Klay Thompson. Warriors trail by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Curry outside. Warriors the rebound. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Looney kicks to Curry. And the Warriors miss again.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Down low. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 3 assists tonight.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And check out the numbers for Stephen Curry. This last month, he's been positively spectacular, averaging about 27 points per, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
Now here's Curry. A 32-point game for him in the win against San Antonio.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Passes it to Looney. Back to Curry to stop the run. And Culver pulls it down.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Tipped away. Johnson right side. He kicks it to Culver. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good on the shot.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Here's Russell. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Bowman passes to Curry. Curry on the wing. Looking to get it going. Good on the bucket. Curry's got his second bucket tonight.
And with that basket right there, it brings an end to that 12-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Outside Russell. Johnson surveying the floor. Launches it. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Golden State's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Curry. The offensive rebound. And that one is off. Timberwolves leading by 22. Now here's Culver. That one doesn't drop.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
And it's Russell missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Pass to Okogie. Johnson with it. It's rebounded by Golden State. Looney's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Malik Beasley, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Looney kicks to Green. And there's the pass to Curry. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now here's Wiggins. A 29-point game for him in the win against San Antonio. Basket good.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Some teams live and die by the three. Let's check out the best. The Warriors, 4th.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Culver kicks to Beasley. Pass to Russell. Pass to Hernangomez. Misses and the dry spell continues.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Steph out there singing a lullaby to the defense, gets them to sleep, and then sets up the teammate nicely.
The Warriors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Brent, when a team hires a new coach, what tends to be the feelings of the players in that locker room, knowing there's a new voice in there?
If you are a veteran player, you have the opportunity, more than likely, Kevin, to call 5 or 6 resources that know who that coach is. Because most of the time coaches that are getting hired have previous NBA experience. If you're a younger player, you're looking at what it is that's being written and said about that coach to try to evaluate how it is that you're going to fit in. The biggest responsibility, Kevin, is that new coach trying to get as many of those players into the facility or at a meeting or at a dinner to have them understand from day one, as soon as possible, what it is that they're about, what it is he's expecting from them, and how it is he's going to go about them. Then all the other things about guesswork, those go away.
Right, all about communication.
That communication, and communication as quick as you possibly can, that's an important factor. Well, it's one thing to play good defense, but then to alter the shot and get the rebound, that's a good day's work.
Whistle blows, basket is good, so a chance here for a 3-point play.
And having added strength to his wiry frame, Russell able to convert through contact there and draw the foul.
Free throw good, Russell.
And they struggled a bit at the line in the first quarter, but they have been terrific in the second, up to almost 85% overall.
It's Curry outside. Hernangomez grabs the miss. Timberwolves leading by 21. Now Culver. Last game he had 13. Pass to Spellman. A second chance effort. Now Hernangomez. It's deflected.
Well, Chris rises up, and is he playing volleyball, Kevin? He just spiked that one away.
Inside. Here's Green. Minnesota with the rebound.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Wiggins drives in. Over Culver. Here's Chris. Nice D from Russell.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Hernangomez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Timberwolves have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. First one falls for him.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And he can't hit the second. It's tipped. And the foul called on Amari Spellman. That's his first foul. Here's Curry. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen at you. He's averaging over 29 points a game. Kicks to Thompson. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Spellman's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Beasley inside. It's up against Thompson. It's stolen by Curry. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Now a moment to see the stats for Wiggins. This last month, he has been a real positive for this team. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered. This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
To the paint. Here's Hernangomez. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players, Kevin, playing today can do.
And here's Russell following the three-pointer by Andrew Wiggins. Russell against Curry. Culver kicks to Russell. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And here we go. Fast break. Wiggins has got it. And Thompson throws it down.
Now Thompson right now just on fire. He's torching the nets, and something he's been doing all night.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And the pass to Beasley. To the wing on the left. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And in the first quarter, he was consistently getting to the line and really causing headaches for the D. Haven't seen that same type of consistency here in the second.
And the first one at the line is good.
And just over 80% from the line right now. A big improvement over what they shot in that first quarter.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Curry. Pass to Wiggins. 1:27 left in the first half of the game. Comes up empty down low.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
A nice shot by Culver.
And Culver's been aggressive as well, and his shot is going down with consistency.
Warriors trail by 21. Taken away. Pushing it up. Here's Hernangomez. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And now a chance to check out Klay Thompson. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 8th in steals, and his sweet shooting stroke places him in the top 15 league-wide in three-point percentage. You've got to play him tight.
And talk about being top 10 in steals. I love his jumping the passing lanes and then stealing away your dribble. Free throw good, Hernangomez. That one falls, so he hits both of them. There's a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Stolen. It's rebounded by Golden State. Left side Curry puts up a 3. Chris pass to Pascal. And Lehman pulls it down.
I mean, I don't know. Does he look a couple steps slow today? He needs to shake that off and get into the zone and get on the scoreboard.
Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Chris with the rebound. Chris has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. It's his first foul. The Warriors shooting a rough 22% so far in this one. Ball stolen.
And that'll make a pair of turnovers for him in just the last few minutes. So he's got to be a little bit more deliberate with the ball out there.
Ooh, and that dunk had some anger to it. I mean, usually he's content to just go up and get the finish with the soft touch.
Not that time. The big man looked like he had something to prove there.
Yeah, you love it when big guys play big. That's the reason they have all those screws up there on the rim.
And so it's Minnesota holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The one goal they had coming into this game was to not let Curry beat them. And so far, their defense on Steph has been tremendous. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Karl Anthony Towns. Karl, you got some scoring going in that first half. What did you take advantage of?
I'm just finding spots, not chasing it, letting it come to me. Just using what my teammates give me.
Productive half so far, Karl Anthony. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still one half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. It's Minnesota out in front at the half. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, I really like how many times they got to the free throw line. They've taken the direct method, attacking the basket, not settling for jump shots. That's gotten them some really good looks and a lot of points from the line. Staying aggressive in the second half is key.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half, about to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And you know, Jarrett Culver has really been making it happen, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Towns is out there with Johnson. And there's D'Angelo Russell. Then it's Culver, and it's Beasley in at the two-guard position. That's the group starting the second half for Ryan Saunders.
And you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
And the Warriors with possession here. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Here's Wiggins. Johnson with the defensive effort. You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
Now here's Green. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. At the top of the key, Curry. A floater. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Beasley. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. To the inside. Here's Towns. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific
ball movement.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Bucket is good. Curry's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, right now, Steph is just toying with the defense, and it feels like he is the puppeteer in this basketball game.
And here's Russell. 7 points in the game. The dish to Towns. Towns is doubled. It's stolen by Curry. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Curry's got 10 points in the game.
Well, if you play that far off of Steph Curry, that pull-up game starts to become a weapon.
Russell passes to Johnson. Towns trying to get open, and Russell gets it to go on the assist by Johnson. 9 points in the game so far.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Green dishes to Thompson. Thompson is doubled. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Warriors now. Green passes to Thompson. Here's Looney, covered by Beasley. Clock at 6. And it's Wiggins missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. It's stolen by Green. Curry on the wing. From outside the arc. And the Warriors miss again.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Here's Culver.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Thompson from long range. That's no good. That miss makes him 5 for 11 from the field. Russell passes to Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Curry from deep three-point land. Warriors getting another chance here. That one doesn't go. For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Here's Russell, and again it's Minnesota.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Curry. 10 points for him.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Thompson. He can't get that one. Excellent D there from Beasley. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Thompson against Russell. Culver passes to Towns. From 12 feet out. That shot no good. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry with a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
And Thompson kicks to Curry. The floater. Rebound, Minnesota.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sight.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Curry following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Looney passes to Green. Johnson with some nice D. And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Culver. The Warriors pull it in. Wiggins has got his 4th rebound in this one. Towns with the steal. Beasley with it. Picked up by Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The first one falls. Omari Spellman has come in for Minnesota. Okogie comes in for Russell. Beasley hits them both. Golden State's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the 3rd. Beasley with the steal. Down low, here's Okogie, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Okogie's got 6.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
And the Warriors with possession here, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Bowman, covered by Beasley. 6 on the shot clock. Bowman passes to Looney. And no good that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Here's Johnson. And that one drops. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
And with their hot shooting here in the second half, their field goal percentage over 50% now for the game.
The Warriors shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Here's Poole. He's guarded by Johnson. Wiggins passes to Poole. Here's Looney. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Here's Okogie. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. That free throw, no good. Chris, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And he's good on the second. It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
Here's Bowman. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. That one falls. Okogie's got 9 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Knocked loose. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Moving it up. Finished off the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Here's Wiggins following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Elbow shot. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Here's Layman. He has 5. No good that time. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Knocks down the 3 ball. 8 points for him.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
The pass to Lehman. Out to the right wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hernan Gomez, and there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Golden State's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. There's the three. The shot will not fall. And Minnesota now the other way. Okogie, the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's blocked. And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That's foul number 2 for him. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Here's Poole. Wiggins outside. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Warriors shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Here's Poole from 15 feet away. Good as the jump shot falls. Poole's got 5 now.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Towns. He's got 13.
That is the perfect technique to rebound. I mean, he shields his man, kept him behind, and then he's off to the races.
Pass to Poole. Some nice passing by Golden State here. On the wing, Wiggins. Hernan Gomez covering, and that one good.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Passes to Okogie. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And there's the call on Jake Layman. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And there's a minute 45 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Wiggins. The rebound by the Timberwolves. And stolen by Wiggins. And Chris throws it down.
Now, Marquise Chris is becoming one of those guys you got to see when he's jamming it down.
And it's Layman in the corner. To the middle. It's blocked. 1:06 left to play here in the 3rd. Poole, no good. Minnesota's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Wiggins with some nice D. The Warriors have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And the first one drops.
Marquise Chris has potential oozing from his fingertips. So exciting and so athletic at that 4 spot.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. So he gets them both. .55 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Inside, Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Curry passes to Poole. Back to Curry. Fires the three. Trains the three-pointer. Curry's got 12 points in just the second half.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Covered by Wiggins to the wing right side. Here's Lehman. But they get it back. Pass to Okogie. And it's Lehman in the corner. Curry with the steal.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
The Warriors have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
It's pretty amazing Steph's road to becoming the man for this team. I mean, he recognizes in games when he should push the action and when he should pull back, and just constantly plays unselfish basketball to elevate his team's success.
And both free throws good for Curry. So it's the Timberwolves now. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Back right after this. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Minnesota shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. On the court for Golden State here in the fourth. We've got Steph Curry. Bender out there with Lee. And it's Pascal in at the force line. Back to Evans. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Evans has got his first bucket of the night. Here's Curry, and the rejection by Towns. Here's Evans, and contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Of course, Dirk Nowitzki spent his whole career with the Dallas Mavericks. We don't see that much anymore, do we? From the beginning to the end with one team.
No, but I think we're going to still occasionally have anomalies like we did with Reggie being in Indiana for the years of his playing career. Nate McMillan was in Seattle for his playing career, now coach of the Indiana Pacers. So there will be times where we'll have that once or twice. It's not going to happen very much, Kevin.
Not in today's
not
NBA.
in today's game, and not
sports.
with what's at stake.
The first free throw is good. Omari Spellman has come in for Karl Anthony Towns. And both free throws good for Evans. And here's Curry, who brings it up for Golden State to the inside. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
It's Evans on the wing. The pass to Spellman. Grab with the ball. He's against Lee. Kept alive. Here's Spellman. Lays it up off the glass.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, you just can't afford to give up second chance opportunities again and again.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And the contract structure for NBA first-rounders, 2 years guaranteed, 2 years of team options, the qualifying offer. Brent, should we consider changing that up?
I think it's working pretty well, Kevin. I think every front office is out there trying to find players out there that are giving you value beyond your contract. And that happens a lot when you're a team that has a first-round pick, 1 through 10, 1 through 20, and you hit on a draft choice. You potentially could get 3 years and sometimes 4 when you have incredible players coming into the league as their first year, changing franchises around. But a player that's providing way more value than the contract that they're getting at that time. So I don't see that changing much. It gives teams a long enough time to evaluate the talent coming in.
Seems to be working.
It does. And the players that prove it are looking at the calendar saying, could I fast forward 3 years? Because I really like to cash in on what I'm doing for you.
Now here's Evans. Guarded by Curry. And it's Curry with the rebound. Down low. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Evans, and he lays it straight in.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Curry outside. Crabbe pulls it in for Minnesota. They've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Pass to Reed. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
Pass to Spellman. Wide open shot is on the money.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed a tee and a blanket because he's putting this one to bed.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Lee outside. Outside Curry. Another three for Golden State.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Evans outside. Guarded by Curry. Pass to Spellman. He can't get it to go. Great tee that time from Curry. Golden State's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Guarded by Curry. Over to the wing. Crabbe with the ball. He's against Lee. Crabbe the pass to Spellman. Clock at 6. Fires for 3. Crabbe, no good.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Lee up top. Dishes it to Curry. And the jam by Stephen Curry.
What just happened? Steph Curry dunking?
Minnesota shooting it well here in the fourth quarter at 50%. And how often do players argue calls knowing that they are in the wrong? They know they're going after something that was the correct call.
Let's just say often, Kevin. I mean, you just never know. the whistle.
Are they thinking ahead in terms of saying?
I don't think so.
No.
It's emotional. It's just an emotional reaction. I mean, you're out there running around and doing what you do, and you get a whistle. You're going to react to it like, oh, I did something wrong. Why am I in the principal's office right now? I want to get my side out. I know you saw it. Everybody does it.
That sounds like you may have done a lot of that.
I try to avoid that, Kevin. Quite
did you?
frankly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't think that's healthy for you and your reputation.
There's the pass to Evans. Pass to Reed. To end the cold streak. It's rebounded by Golden State. Eagles got 4 rebounds in this game. To the paint. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the 2nd best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Whole new look on the floor for Minnesota. He hits the second from the line.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
And the Timberwolves call time here. But obviously some good players have taken less money for a chance at a winning championship situation. That's made some rich teams even better.
Well, you have to appreciate a player in that regard, thinking that the financial gains that he could have somewhere else and playing for a team that's not capable of doing what it is that you're trying to do, and that's win a championship, that they've decided, look, it's not about that for me. What it is about the experience of being around a team that elevates itself to being the best team in the league. And if you're fortunate enough at the highest level, Kevin, as a basketball player, to be around a championship, that experience sticks with you for a lifetime. So you do appreciate guys looking for those opportunities to be around a championship.
Thompson for the triple. Drills it from outside.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now, here is Russell. To the middle, here's Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. 17 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And the precision passing of Russell, this time out of the pick and roll.
Thompson with it. Unloads from 13. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
I don't think he sees any kind of defense when he's at that range. It doesn't matter who's guarding him.
Now here's Beasley. Towns is doubled. Yes, that goes in. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Now here's Curry. Something Commissioner Silver has mentioned, Brent, the possibility of a mid-season tournament. You ever see that happening?
It'd be interesting to see if that idea grows some legs here, Kevin, and adopting what it is that in soccer leagues in Europe have done for many years, because teams hone in on what those individual cups mean and the competition raises, and you earn something for the end of the year. If Commissioner Silver can find a way to get that done, it becomes very intriguing, instead of an all-star weekend, to have teams gather for a mid-season tournament with something on the line. Elevated competition.
Well, kids play that at high school. They play that in the college level. It would make sense that it could fit in the NBA as well.
It'd be interesting, and especially halfway through the year, to reinvigorate your fan base with something like that, I think would be great.
Good point. Now, here is Russell after the miss from Stephen Curry. Beasley kicks to Culver. Sinks the three-pointer.
And looking good there from distance. Culver fundamentally sound with his jumper.
And stolen by Russell. He dishes it to Culver. Wiggins with the block. Here's Green. Curry passes to Green. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. And they pick up 2. Culver's got 19 points.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Warriors. And stolen by Russell. And Beasley, here we go. The baseline J off the mark. Golden State's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 4 assists in the game. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Culver in the corner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. Brent, with advanced analytics becoming commonplace in the NBA, which stats do you personally hold most valuable?
Well, it's amazing to talk about effective field goal percentage. I laugh a lot about...
Which is everything shooting. Free throws.
Yeah, well, I like to use true shooting percentage, Kevin, because that's where you adopt 3-point shooting percentage, 2-point shooting percentage, and your free throw percentage.
Everything.
But in talking to a lot of people around the league, general managers and coaches, I laugh inside to myself a little bit like, well, so now shooting's important? Like what? Like now shooting's important around the league?
Right.
As if, you know, the time that you go out to start playing basketball, you grab a ball, you go towards the goal, and your goal is to make the shot. And so we're talking so much more about how much shooting is valued. Effective field goal percentage is tremendous, with true shooting percentage being not far behind.
Now here's Culver. Here's Reed. Towns trying to get open. Reed gets the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
The inside. He's guarded by Crab. 6 to shoot. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Minnesota making a switch here. Russell's checked in. And the Timberwolves with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. Towns at the elbow. Here's Reed. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Warriors taking it the other way. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's rebounded by Towns. The Timberwolves shooting straight 49% from the field.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Timberwolves.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
Well, at least they're going to salvage a game from the season series after losing the first 2.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Karl Anthony Towns.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Now here's Bender. Passes it to Bowman. Count it. Good. There's 57 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Crab. Towns with it. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns with the steal. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
Awesome to see their output tonight, trying to urge their team on. And That can always help. That home advantage of home fans getting you going fully on display here.
Shot clock at 6. Reed with the rebound. Timberwolves on offense. Well, for the Timberwolves, they can just run out the clock here. Now Russell. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.